All right, let's talk about a problem that I know drives everyone crazy. How do you get an AI to give you a great answer every single time? We're going to go from the wild, chaotic mess of random results to the clean, satisfying control of a predictable, high-quality output. And it all starts by realizing what we're probably doing wrong.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You spend time crafting what you think is a really smart question, you're hoping for some brilliant insight, and what you get back is this bland, totally unhelpful paragraph that sounds like it was copied from a textbook. It's so frustrating. It makes you think, are these tools even worth the hype?
And this right here, this is the perfect example. We ask a simple, one-shot question, and we get back pure fluff. It's telling us to consider benefits and costs. Yeah, no kidding. That's not helpful advice. That's just the definition of a decision. This is the chaos we need to fix. But here's the big twist, the thing you have to get. The problem isn't the AI. It's not. The tool is incredibly powerful. The problem is our process, or really our lack of one. We're trying to cram our entire thought process, the planning, the research, the persuasion, the final decision, into one lazy question. We are absolutely setting ourselves up to fail.
So how do we fix this? Well, we need a system. I'm not talking about a list of prompt hacks or little tricks. I'm talking about a real, structured process for thinking. We call it the computational thinking pipeline, and I promise you it's going to completely change how you talk to an AI.
And here it is. This pipeline has 4 stages, and they flow into each other perfectly. First, we use decomposition to create structure. Then we use pattern recognition to find real evidence. After that, abstraction helps us get crystal clear. And finally, algorithmic thinking gives us a safe, totally controlled decision. The best way to think about it is like a funnel. What comes out of one stage is the perfectly prepared input for the next. It just gets better as you go.
Okay, and this is probably the most important rule of the whole thing. You gotta listen to this. This is a sequence. It is not a buffet where you can just pick your favorite stage. You have to go in order. Each step builds the foundation for the next one. No skipping ahead.
All right, enough theory. Let's make this real. Let's roll up our sleeves and walk through that exact same problem, getting a new training program approved, but this time we're gonna engineer it step by step using the pipeline.
So we start at stage 1, decomposition. The goal here is so simple. Just make a plan. That's it. We're breaking that big, messy question into smaller, easier-to-handle pieces. We're not looking for answers or opinions yet. We're just drawing the map.
So our first prompt looks something like this. See how we're telling the AI to act like a project manager, not some all-knowing consultant? By forcing it to focus on planning only, it can't jump ahead and give us a half-baked answer. It has to give us a solid plan first. Okay, plan's in place. Now we move to stage 2, pattern recognition. This is where we start gathering our evidence. We're basically going to teach the AI what a good decision looks like by showing it a few examples and asking it to find the secret formula. And to do that, we give it a simple little data set, like this one. Now look closely. See what these all have in common? Every single one connects a training program to a specific, measurable impact on the business. This is the evidence. This is what we're teaching the AI is our rule for approval. And that's the key right there. We don't actually care if the topic is cybersecurity or Excel. We're teaching the AI to ignore the subject and focus on the deeper rule: successful programs deliver measurable results. We are literally teaching it how to think about this specific decision. So our second prompt basically tells the AI to be a detective. And notice that we specifically tell it not to summarize the content. We don't want a book report. We want it to find the hidden pattern. Now it's not just repeating info, it's actually extracting wisdom. Up next, stage 3, abstraction. So we have a plan, we have our decision logic. Now we have to actually make our case in a way that people will listen to. Abstraction is all about translation, taking a complex idea and making it super simple for a specific person, like, say, your boss. And look at how we do this. Instead of just listing a bunch of technical jargon, we ask the AI to use an analogy. You know, comparing cybersecurity training to preventative maintenance on a car. Any manager gets that instantly. It brilliantly reframes the cost as a smart investment to avoid a bigger problem later. And that brings us to the final and maybe most powerful stage, algorithmic thinking. This is where we take back 100% of the control. We are not going to let the AI just make a wild guess. Instead, we're going to hand it a precise step-by-step recipe that it has to follow. This prompt is an absolute game changer. Just by adding that one simple word, wait, after each step, we change everything.
The AI goes from being an overconfident know-it-all to a methodical assistant. It can't move to the next step until we give it the green light. We've turned a random chat into a controlled checklist. At this point, all the hard thinking, the creative work, it's already done. This final stage isn't for brainstorming new ideas. It is purely for safe, controlled execution. We're just walking the AI through the logic we already built to get a predictable, reliable recommendation. Zero surprises.
Okay, so let's zoom out and pull this all together. What we've built here, this pipeline, it's not just a series of prompt templates. It's a whole new mental model for how you solve problems with an AI. It's all about one thing: think before you ask.
This is the whole journey right here. We started with a messy idea and gave it structure. We took random bits of data and found compelling evidence. We took a complex argument and gave it persuasive clarity. And finally, we took a risky guess and turned it into a process with guaranteed safety. Each step perfectly builds on the last.
So, if you only take one single thing away from all of this, please let it be this. The real secret to getting brilliant results from AI isn't about finding some magic prompt. It's about taking a moment to teach the AI how you want it to think, one logical step at a time. If you can do that, you will finally move from chaos to control.